Hey there, Kai here. Now, I've received a lot of lovely messages practically yelling at me that these stimulus checks are not free money, but indeed are instead tax advances or tax refunds for 2020, and you'll have to pay it back eventually. I think there's a lot of misinformation and confusion floating around out there, and after reading up on it, I decided to bring in an expert to help clear this all up. I got my good friend and CPA who's been doing this for nearly 2 decades to help clear it up for us all. Let's finally get to the bottom of this. Do we need to pay back the $1,200 stimulus money next year? Let's talk about it. Slap hands, bump fists, let's roll. So before we get the CPA Kevin on the line, let's debunk a few myths, answer some questions, and set the record straight. Or at least I can try to before Kevin gets on the phone. First question, so what is this stimulus considered if not free money? The stimulus checks are technically an advance on a very specific and special tax credit made specifically for the 2020 tax year. Some credits reduce your tax bill, while other credits, such as earned income tax credit, will get you a straight check from the IRS for the credit. The stimulus money is a unique, fully refundable tax credit, which means you get the $1,200 for the 2020 tax year, if you're eligible, of course. So at the end of the year, you'll do your taxes like normal, and everyone who was eligible will see a $1,200 special tax credit. If you didn't receive your $1,200 stimulus check yet, for whatever reason, you'll get it then. But for everyone else, you'll claim your $1,200 stimulus tax credit on your tax return, and it'll basically wash out since you can't double dip. Sorry. So why do I keep hearing it called an advanced refund? Will I lose my tax refund next year? This seems to be the most alarming question I've seen. Short answer is no. Your 2020 tax return and normal refund will not be affected in any way by the check that you're getting now through the stimulus program. If you didn't get it, then you'll get it when you file your 2020 returns. Is the stimulus money taxable income? Nope. That's why I liken it to free money. It's very rare you get tax-free money, so enjoy it. What if your income increases in 2020 and you are no longer eligible for the $1,200 check, but already received it? Do I need to pay it back? Your stimulus money is based off your 2018-2019 taxes. No matter what your income is in 2020, you do not need to pay back the stimulus money that you've received. What if I didn't qualify in 2019 because my income was too high, but my income dropped in 2020 and I'm now eligible? If your income was too high in 2018 or 2019 and you didn't qualify for the first wave of stimulus money, but then your income dropped significantly in 2020 and you would have been qualified, guess what? You get the full amount when you fill out your taxes in 2021. Here's the bottom line. No one will owe the IRS anything extra for the stimulus checks that we're receiving right now. But some people who did not receive a stimulus payment right now may get more after filing 2020 taxes. So we're here with Kevin, my CPA, longtime friend, and also he's been doing my taxes since I was like basically 21. So what is it, 14, 15 years now?
Yeah.
How long have you been in the game?
About 15, 16 years.
15, 16 years?
You're one of my originals, man.
I'm one of the OGs?
You're one of the OGs.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so there's a lot of confusion right now with obviously the stimulus package. But the big thing is, everybody's wondering is, do we have to pay this back? What is a tax credit? What's an advance? Does that just means, am I paying interest on this? What's going on? So I guess the first big question is, what is this $1,200? Is it free money?
Yeah, so to answer that just bluntly, yeah, it is free money. It's not going to show up as a tax that needs to be paid back next year. It's not going to be a deduction of payroll or anything like that. It is simply exactly what it is, which is stimulus, and the government is kicking it out in order to be able to kind of keep the economy from going into a recession.
Gotcha. And then how does it, so when they say it's a tax advance, what does that mean exactly?
So they haven't really come out with the exact kind of calculation or presentation of it that's going to be on next year's tax return. Mm-hmm. But basically what they're saying is that, it would show up as like an advance, and then it would just get taken against like a tax in a sense.
Okay.
But it washes out. Again, the calculations of it haven't been really detailed. But when they say like a tax advance, to put it bluntly, it's going to end up being just free money.
Okay. Okay.
There's a lot of confusion about the language and, whether a tax advance means that you're getting an advance that you're later going to have to take against your tax return.
Right.
There's a lot of confusion when it comes down to the language, but the gist of it is 100% does not have to be paid back. So, you don't have to worry about trying to return it or save it or anything else.
Okay, cool. Anything else from what you've been doing? I know that you work with like hundreds of different clients, perhaps even thousands, and like they're all in different financial situations. Is there any more news or anything else that you can share with our audience that's about the stimulus package or anything else?
Well, so for individuals, they have the $1,200 stimulus, and then there may be another, I know that there's something on the table right now where there may be another $1,200 that might get sent out. So that'll be in the works. Hopefully the process will be a lot smoother. For any small business clients and fans that you have, there's a lot of resources out there and there's a lot of money. Obviously out of that $3 trillion you named,
right,
only a fraction of that actually went to individuals.
Right.
Everything else goes to small and big businesses.
Right.
And so even just within the past week, like I've been able to help a dozen clients get some of the PPP and SBA money that's out there in a very efficient and quick manner where, you can do an application and have that money in your account in the next 48 hours.
I
so
see.
The second round of funding that they gave, I think it was $360 billion,
right
around there. With the second round, they become more efficient in how they do the processes, and they put more, not necessarily more restrictions on it, but they've made it so that big businesses aren't automatically getting all of the money. So it's a lot better now. So I would encourage, like, if you have those sole proprietors
right,
that are out there or small businesses to apply for the PPP if they need it and get that money. Because that money is also not necessarily free money because you have to meet requirements, but it's a loan that can be forgiven, which in plain English is free money.
Right. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know that CPAs could help apply for those type of benefits too. Well, thanks so much, Kevin. That was really super helpful, and I hope that clears it up for our viewers that are on this, watching this video right now. On this whole time, I'm gonna put Kevin's contact information right on the screen so you guys can reach out to him. It sounds like a lot of our viewers have already reached out to you, either asked you questions or are actually now a client of yours. So that's awesome to hear. And like I said, to anybody out there, is one of the best investments that I made before I had any properties, I think I started working with Kevin right when I got my first job, was that having a CPA in my corner was one of the best things I ever had, because Kevin knows I bug him all the time with some really probably silly or stupid questions that are really advanced for me, but for Kevin, he lives and breathes this. I mean, he's always going to a conference, reading up on the new tax laws, and then with each new administration that gets into the office, tax laws change, different benefits happens, right? And then that's just for common folks like us. Now, if you run a business or an LLC or you have employees, now you're starting getting a whole different realm of different types of tax laws and things that you should know. And working with somebody who's an actual professional can actually save you not just hundreds or thousands, but tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So I highly recommend Kevin. He's an awesome guy. He's really good looking too, so it helps, So, but other than that, thanks so much, Kev. Appreciate you jumping on and helping us out today. Hopefully, we can interview you again in the future when the next stimulus package comes out.
Yeah, I'm here. This year has been a lot of changes, so whenever you need me.
Cool. Thanks.
There
Kevin.
you go, folks. No need to worry or save up for a big tax bill at the end of the year or paying back that $1,200 check that most of you should have received already. Although I highly encourage you to save and invest if you can. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on what's going on and see how and what I'm doing to make money in this next recession. Check out this video if you're still waiting on your stimulus check, or this one over here if you want to see how to start investing it. Love you all. Seriously, if you can, stash away some of that stimulus money and follow me to see how to invest it. Kai out.